Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Welcome back to my channel, Michaela Loves Gymnastics. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of, let's see if I could do it, Michaela Loves Gymnastics. How are you guys doing? And welcome to this minisode. This is a miniature episode, a solo episode featuring the one and only that girl, me. And in this solo episode, we are going to react to some of my old content that I created many moons ago. First of all, happy holidays, everybody. Thank y'all for all the well wishes that I've gotten for Thanksgiving or whatever. We have some housekeeping news about the show. I think we found a third co-host. I know Ezra is our NCAA specialist, but he's a teenager and he's in high school, so he doesn't always have time to watch the NCAA, to get on and talk about what happened, to give his analysis. So I think I not hired per se. I think I got this other young lady. Her name is Cheyenne. Y'all will be seeing her more and more. She is going to help us, me and Oscar, with our NCAA coverage. Now, me and Oscar, especially me, are elite gymnastics snobs. Like, I really follow the elite gymnastics season hard and heavily. The NCAA season, I watch. I know what happened. I watch enough to gather an opinion, but do I actually focus on it and pay it that much attention? I don't. So time we have NCAA is that used to be my former co-host's gig, his judge, the NCAA. It's not quite mine, but I know y'all love it. I love it too. I can't even sit up here and act like I don't love it. It's just, it's not my judge. So we have Cheyenne coming on, and she is going to help us with our NCAA coverage moving forward. Season 2 of the show, the Loves Gymnastics podcast, will begin next month. We are gearing up for the NCAA season. Me and Oscar, we keep every week, every day, and it's my fault. It's not even his fault. It's my fault. I'm like, oh, Oscar, let's do a show while I'm at work, while I have all the energy in the world. As soon as I get home from work, that shit goes to the left, and I'd be like, yeah, we could talk about it tomorrow, and then tomorrow never happens. So today, I wanted to give you guys a miniature episode because me and Oscar have 100% plans to do a full episode today. I'm just hoping I'm not the one who flakes out. Because it's always me. It's always me. I always change my mind at the last. But with that being said, that's my little updates for the show or whatever. So for this solo show, I'm giving you guys a miniature episode. I'm recapping some of my old videos. Now, I was going to play the videos on the thing, but my internet is already acting up. I already think the video is slightly glitching, so I don't want to do anything to add on to the bullshit of my internet. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to play the videos from my phone and let us listen to the content, and then I'm going to react as we're listening, okay? So I have 2 videos. I got these requests from Oscar to do these 2 videos. So I'm going to do, I made a video about Ashley A when that came out, either during the pandemic or right before the pandemic. And then I made a video about The Heart of Gold. And I want to react. I want to see if my opinions are still the same, if I felt like I was being too harsh or too loose, or if I was just being messy as boots. And we are going to do that. Oh snap. How do I? There we go. Okay. So, what am I trying to do? What am I? Oh, I'm trying to get. Okay, what I would try to do is, because it's my content, so I shouldn't get a copyright strike. Shouldn't. I shouldn't, but who knows? Um, while I'm doing that, I want to play the intro again because I kind of like the intro. Computer. Am I even? Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm not for to play the video because my computer is already glitching. My internet is already like, no, ma'am. So I'm not even for to try to play the video. I'm just going to play it from my phone, and we're gonna react to it that way. Okay. So I don't know which came first. I don't remember which came first, Athlete A or the Heart of Gold. I'm pretty sure the Heart of Gold came first. So I think we should start there. I think we should start there. Welcome back to my channel. Michaela loves gymnastics. Okay, we're starting with the Athlete A1 because that's the first video I found. Now, forgive me, there is a horrible buzzing noise in the video. It was hot. I had my fan directly on me. So forgive me that the audio quality sucks in this video. It does. It was hot. I live in Florida. That fan was on me expeditiously. So forgive the fan noise. Mind that. We're just gonna watch the video. And let's just start this conversation off where it at. Where has your very honest between the whole gymnastics season being canceled, COVID-19, racism in America, transgender women keep getting murdered. I just have not really been in the mode. Let's talk about gymnastics. But documentary Athlete A, which I really didn't need to watch because I think it was on YouTube docu-series Heart of Gold, which was basically the same thing, but Athlete A was a lot from Maggie Nichols' point of view. And this is the conversation I kind of want to have with us tonight. You know, Michaela loves gymnastics. I created this channel because I legitimately love gymnastics. It is my favorite sport, hands down. As my husband, I sit up here and watch hours and hours of old videos and old competition and follow these, some men, but mostly these little girls around their whole gymnastics career. And for the lucky few, I get to watch them grow up, get married, have children, become gymnastics commentators or coaches, and create their own next generation of little girls for me to cheer on and enjoy. So my question, And I'm so sorry that the video is glitching. I'm so sorry. I can tell the video is glitching. I don't know why my internet is carrying on this morning, but forgive me. We're doing the best that we can. At least y'all don't hear that buzzing noise no more. How about that? Promote my love of children. Part of the problem is so live and dance and do acting and dance skills on top of each other at that level, constantly doing bigger and harder skills. Are we part of the problem? We love to point the fingers at Nassar and Liukin and the Karoli and all of these other people who have done incomparable emotional damage to these girls. But we never ever talk about the part of the fan, us, our role in the never-ending abuse, the never-ending violence. Stop. I will pause it there. I absolutely agree with that point, and I will double down on that point in 2024, going into 2025. The reason a lot of this abuse happens is our faults as the fans. We choose to ignore a lot of stuff in order for our favorite athletes to get these gold medals. We as the gymnastics fans think that going to the Olympics and winning a gold medal is the most important thing in the world. We, as the gymnastics fan, constantly tell these people, well, girl, if I was a gymnast, if I didn't make it to the Olympics, I would stop because what's the point? We put too much pressure on these medals that aren't even real gold, silver, or bronze. We are the reasons for all of the abuse in the sport. We are. We, as the fans, behave. And our insatiable appetite for this sport is Steve Penny's, Maggie Haney, Al Fong are allowed to do the things and be the things that they are. If a long time ago, if the 80s, the 90s, if the fans of this sport sat up there and band together and was like, we do not support the abuse and we would rather just not watch than know that these girls are being abused, and we're going to sit up here and watch and support and put money to and have advertised. Like, a lot of what has happened is our fault as the fans. And you all can try to, it's not my fault. I didn't do nothing. All you want to. But you have to call a thing a thing. And the thing is that we as the fans dropped the ball a long time ago. A long time ago. Let's continue. Mama is feeling these red braids though. People are constantly calling for the arrest of Marta Karoli and Bella Karoli, right? So do y'all realize if Marta and Bella was to really go to jail for abusive coaching, that means 80% of the coaches across the world also would need to go to jail because Bella Karoli's style of coaching has been modeled in this sport as the winning style of coaching, and so many other coaches have modeled their style of coaching after both Marta and Bella Karoli. So, are we going to throw all the coaches in jail? Facts, points. I said that, and I'm going to repeat that. A lot of y'all get hung up on this blame game of this is a bad coach and this is a good coach and this is a bad gym and this is a good gym. The issue is the practices and the procedures of the Karolis in this sport, gymnastics, on the male and female side, has been viewed as winning strategy. It's been viewed as the winning technique. Has been the way coaches have been taught to coach. So it's one thing to remove Marta and Bella. That's just the figureheads. That's just the, the people who put in place these practices. But the issue is the practices themselves. All across the world, we see this over and over and over again in America, Brazil, Canada, the UK, France, Romania, even Russia, China, Japan, Australia, all the major programs, New Zealand, have this issue because the way the Karolis have brought in, and it's not just the Karoli and the old Soviet way of doing things in gymnastics has been viewed as the winning strategy. So for coaches and for gymnasts, it's when we're having these conversations, we're talking to blank walls because they're gonna look at us and be like, I spent all this money to be in gymnastics. I did all this to be in the gymnastics. I sacrificed to do all this to be in gymnastics. I want to win. I'm not doing this to for play. I could go to the not NCAA YMCA and do this for play. Like, I want to win, and the Karoli strategy has been viewed as the winning strategy. Let's just take a look at in America. Okay, we took the Karolis out, but look who we put in place. At first, it was Valery Lyukin, the Karoli's predecessor. Then they take Valery Lyukin out, and then we put in Tom Forster. And Tom Forster tried to do things a different way, a stupid way, but a different way. And look at us as gymnastics fans. We're all like, it's stupid the way he tried to do things. He tried to do things differently. And because they came in second place, they didn't win the gold medal at team finals in 2020. We all was like, no, fuck Tom Forster. I mean, they got a silver fucking medal, you guys, at the Olympic Games. And we all was in a panic mode. We were always like, wait, no, bring the Karolis back, bring the Karolis back, bring the Karolis back. And you know what we did? We did not bring the Karolis back. We brought these produced and made them the face, the head coaches of USA Gymnastics. That's like a winning strategy to me. Because if you really wanted a different way, they wouldn't have it two people that was brought up under Karoli system. They would have picked, or if they, because for a long time there was no other choice but to bring up two people that was under the Karoli system, or two people who fought against the Karoli system left and right, not two people who input your own opinion from there. Let's continue. Where would that leave the sport? I feel like, as a fan, it sucks to say this, but I feel like we're okay with emotional abuse. We're okay with a little bit of physical abuse. But when it comes to the sexual abuse, that's when we're like, oh no, that's the monster. But what about all the girls who have been berated, brought down from adults' words? What about the adult coaches with the girls for not being able to perform the skills that to perform? We as the Gymternet, we as Gym Twitter, we as Gym2, we have to take some kind of responsibility. I said that. Bitch, I said that, and I'm gonna say that again. In this gymnastics community, in this gymnastics community, as fans, we are okay with the verbal abuse. We are okay with a little bit of physical abuse. But when they start talking about SA abuse, then we become outraged and stuff. But what happened to the other kind of abuses that we allowed to happen? That we be like, oh girl, suck it up, you're an athlete, girl. Oh girl, She's an elite athlete. She should be able to handle somebody talking to her like this or berating her like this or him. We always talk about the women. Let's not talk about the men. How in USA, I don't know the other countries, but in USA, most of these male gymnasts are gay. But there has been such a culture of hiding sexuality and not making gymnastics gay that they become fucked up individuals and do fucked up shit until they decide to come out and leave the sport alone. I 1000% agree with that opinion. We, as the gymnastics community, are okay with a little bit of abuse. We are okay with a little bit of abuse. We are okay with a little bit of abuse. But when it comes to SA, that's when we draw the line. And for us to draw the line at SA, we are many moons too late. Because these are children at the end of the day. They start their gymnastics career as children, so we should not be okay with any of that abuse because they are kids. But then we'd be like, they're elite athletes. They should be better. As the fans, come on, fans. We give it to the parents, and I'm going to give it to the parents in a second. We have to give it to each other, too. As the fans, we allow a lot of effed up stuff to happen. We talk about it. We whisper about it in the community. But then we still support these people and support their gymnastics career. Let's talk about it. Let's continue. I like this. I like this a lot. Thank you, Oscar, for this idea.
One of the things that happened to these girls who we love so much. Let's be honest. If we didn't watch, none of this would be going on. Okay, maybe it would be going on, but it wouldn't be to the extent that it is because they would be making no money. So nobody would be really paying them no attention. So yeah,
yes, John Orozco is part of the community.
Who may win a medal on a event once every 10 years, but her life would be more happy, more complete. She could have a life. She could go to school. Like, what is our responsibility as fans for creating this system? Because as fans, every time they talk about catering to their sponsors, catering to this, getting money, profit, that's us. We're the ones who the sponsors go to gymnastics because they know they have an audience, a built-in audience. That's us. Profits. We're the ones who go to national championships and world championships and Olympic games and pay those outrageous ticket prices to watch our favorite superstars. Some of us, me included, I would rather meet Dominique Dawes than Beyonce. I would rather meet Gabby Douglas than Rihanna. Like, and what is our responsibility as the Gymternet in creating this culture of doing whatever it takes to win, which means winning leads to money, which means that's us. We're the ones putting money into USA Gymnastics bank account.
I'm going to repeat that just in case y'all couldn't hear what I said because of the loud noise, because it just got extra loud for whatever reason at that point in the video. As fans, when the people talk about sponsors and all of that other stuff, that's us. And if you're confused to know why that's us, let me break it down for you right now, baby girl. Ain't no 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, or 15, maybe 16, maybe your old is going to spend that kind of money to go to a gymnastics event unless they are extreme gymnastics fans. You know who goes spend that money to go to see the gymnastics? Us, the Gymternet, us as the gymnastics fan, us as the gymnastics community. It is us who spend the money to see. The reason why they can get Visa and Procter and Gamble and the Smart Water people to be sponsors It's because of us as the adults. It's because of us as the fan base of gymnastics. So if we set up there and told the sponsors, don't support this. Don't support this. They got some going on. Are we as the American gymnastics? I'm talking to us as American gymnastics fans. Are we ready to see Simone Biles retire? Half of the Olympic team retire. You have these lower level gymnasts come up there, and then they keep going like, "Yeah, no, I'm going to the NCAA because why am I going to go to the Olympics and get abused just to get a fake gold medal that's gonna rot in a month?" Could we, as the gymnastics community, really didn't get on board with the girls going to the NCAA where they are getting and their attention, and it seems to be a less abusive, not completely non-abusive, but a less abusive system than the elite gymnastics community, which I'll be like, oh, they're only doing your Chico fools. Oh, don't nobody want to watch somebody dance and do two tumbling passes? Like, as the gymnastics community, are y'all ready to take accountability of why Simone has to do a triple double? Why these start values are stupid? Why certain skills are ranked more than other skills? Why? Because it's more exciting, and for the TV audience, for your fans, these skills look more exciting than these skills, and this is why they're these skills. Are y'all ready to have these conversations? No, because y'all want to sit back and act like y'all are so innocent in the situation. Y'all want to sit back and act like y'all wash your hands of these situations. Like, come on. As the fans, a lot of this, not all of it, not all of this, is to cater to us, so it's our fault. Let's continue. Oh no! Good thing there's oh no! I have to find it again.
Ticket prices to watch our favorite superstars. What are we willing to do?
Okay, here we go.
Hi, USA Gymnastics Channel for at least they can't make money on that end from us, but then we're not gonna do that because then we're gonna watch some of our favorite competitions. So it's like it's a catch-22. How far are we really willing to take this? Are we gonna boycott the 2021 Olympics? No. Just to prove a point that we're more concerned about our favorite athletes' health and well-being more than them winning an Olympic gold medal. Legitimately.
Wow, I'm so happy I made that point because look what happened in 2021. Our favorite gymnast, the best gymnast in the world, the greatest gymnast ever, Simone Biles, had to take herself out of the Olympics for her mental health and because she had the twisties and she didn't want to hurt herself. Look at how we treated that girl. Look at how we treated that girl. That is a prime example of what I'm talking about in this video of we asked the American gymnastics fans, we put more value on winning gold medals than we do on the love of our athletes. And that means we are not gymnastics fans. We are fans of winning. And as long as these girls are winning, that's when we have their support. So it's not like we are the gymnastics community. We are gymnastics bandwagons because half of y'all only watch because they are winning. If they were not winning, y'all would not be watching. Let's continue. That's a point. That's a word. Half of y'all are fake ass gymnastics fans. Half of y'all are fake ass gymnastics fans. Y'all only support because they are winning. Y'all only know Simone and support Simone because she's winning. If Simone did not win, if Simone did half the shit that she did, y'all would not support that girl. Y'all would not be watching gymnastics. Say it for what it is, bitch. You are a bandwagon. You are a fan of people who are winning. But that's why you are supporting USA Gymnastics right now. You do not give a damn about gymnastics. You just are a fan of these girls winning. Let's continue.
Gymnastics fans, how far are we willing to take this? What happens when and this is all Kayla loves to dance into the air. You know, none of this is true. This is not alleged. This is just me making up a scenario. What happens when Kim Zmeskal get accused of some stuff like Are you going to believe your favorite young girl, or are you going to believe one of your gymnastics heroes, Kim Zaleski? We as the gymnastics community really needs to reevaluate our stance on the things that we have allowed to go on. We even know some of these things, behind the scenes, we still support it. How are we going to a situation where they're giving some girls of any country to these predators for our own personal team to square that circle? And that's something I struggle with. I know that I'm part of the problem. I'm part of the system that leads to the Larry Nassars because, God damn it, I'm still gonna watch gymnastics because I love it. And when am
I? And that's another motherfucking word. I'm trying so hard not to curse, but that's a word. That's a word. We all keep perpetuating that Larry that Steve and that Bell smarter because we have the power to hold these people accountable. We just don't do shit with it. I look at football, I look at basketball, I look at baseball. Their fans really holding people accountable. Like, them people really are scared to talk because they know the fans pay their bills. They really and cater to the fans way harder than the gymnastics community. The gymnasts be like, fuck the fans. I wish the fans would stop watching. We do gymnastics for the judges, not the fans. And it's just like, okay. Okay, for y'all who feel like y'all do gymnastics for the judges and not the fans. If we as the fans stop watching, let's see if Nike would put sponsorship deals to you. Let's see if you would be Team Visa and all this other stuff. No, you might be able to sell some leotards to some children. That might make you a thousandaire, but look at what that did to those old 80 gymnasts who would nobody watch. So I just really wish us as the fans would understand our power as the fandom of this sport and really used it to its best ability. We still have another minute in this video, and then I have like 2 other videos that we can watch. Let's go.
Who is disgusted by all of the things that's going on? I'm just gonna stop watching. When is it gonna be more important? And let's talk about the NCAA for a second while we're on. What happens next year when Dana Duckworth is still the head coach of the University of Alabama?
She was.
Are we gonna not watch the NCAA? Are we gonna get
y'all do y'all feel
which is in its pocket? No, we're gonna sit up there and talk mad. Excuse me. Oh my God, I was choking my own spit. Not coronavirus. I was choking on my own spit. Are we going to sit up there and not support teams? What are we going to do with the University of Florida? Are we going to stop watching the University of Florida? Which means her in Trinity Top.
Say 99 cents per month for a year.
That was basically the end of the video. Y'all got the message. Are we going to still support? And the answer to that was, yeah, we're going to support it. We're going to support it now more than we ever have. That's the answer. Next video. Oh, I gotta find it. I gotta find it. I gotta find it. Lord. Was that it? Was that it? Was that it? It's around here. Hold on, everybody. I almost found it. I almost have it. I almost have it, everybody. I almost have it. Hold on. Here we go.
I'm still sick, but I'm at work on break. And I just got finished watching the HBO documentary, The Heart of Gold.
The audio of this video is a lot better.
It needs to be talked about on this channel and every channel, to be honest. Welcome to another edition of Michaela Loves Gymnastics. Michaela Loves Gymnastics. Hello, welcome to this sad, heavy edition of Michaela Loves Gymnastics. I just got finished watching the HBO documentary, USA Gymnastics Heart of Gold. And it's something that we need to talk about this channel. And this is a heavy subject, so I know I have a lot of young viewers. You know, this is something that I'm going to ask you not to watch. I'm asking for adults to view this video. This isn't the typical gymnastics conversation that we're going to have right now. I'm on break from work. I said that earlier, so I don't have all day to talk about this. So I'm devastated by this documentary, and they went all the way back until they started off the documentary with Shannon Miller on vault, and she got hurt. Well, she was already slightly hurt, but she, wasn't able to continue after the first vault in night. I believe it was night 2 of the U.S. Gymnastics trials.
That's right, girl.
And she was hurt. She was crying. And the moment they said, "Okay, let's bring you to the bat so Larry Nassar can check on you," she immediately said, nope, I'm fine, got up and walked away like nothing ever happened. And I'm sorry, this is our fault as USA Gymnastics fans. Like, I just can't. We could blame the Carolis. We could blame the University of Michigan. We could blame a lot of people. And I'm going to get into all of these details in this videos. But my first people that I'm going to blame for this happening is us as the fans. We want Team USA to win, but they can't win at all costs. They can't win at the cost of letting the devil have their way with, if that makes any kind of sense. I feel like the fans and their need for Team USA to be number one has put USA Gymnastics in a position of, we're going to win at all costs. We don't give a damn who we're hurting or what rules we have to break. We are going to win. Well, not necessarily rules we have to break, but who lives we're going to destroy in the process of trying to win. And it's just so sad. It's so disheartening as a fan. And I've been a fan of this sport. I say this all the time. I discovered this sport in 1992 at the 1992 Summer Olympics. I was watching this little young chocolate girl named Dominique Dawes, and I fell in love with the sport. And eventually, I went back through older competitions, newer competitions, and I'm as a fan, I'm disgusted. As a fan, I'm just okay. Chasing chickens. First of all, they knew Larry Nassar was a pedophile since 1997. That's the year after the 1996 Olympics. So how many years before 1997 was Larry Nassar abusing the girls? And was it all the girls?
Pause. And to that point, and before Larry Nassar, there was lots of people. There was lots of people who was doing lots of effed up shit that we knew about. That kind of got banned from the sport, but not really. Like, what's the guy name? Oh, I can't think of his name. He was a coach. He was Bella's main rival as a coach in the 80s. That man did a lot to a lot of girls. To a lot of girls. But we knew, so it's not like gymnastics didn't have no heads up to these was possibility. Ooh, maybe yeah. It's not like gymnastics didn't have no kind of heads up that these things were possibilities. That's all I'm saying. Let's continue.
If we tell young ladies to tell when something happens, we tell children, boys and girls, to tell when something happens to you. Well, this young lady did tell, and she was not believed, and he was continued to be promoted and allowed to flourish in the sport. Part 2, John Getter, you are a disgusting piece of shit, and I hope your spot in hell is the hottest, because first of all, you intimidated, you bullied these little girls. You thought you was Bella Caroli on steroids, homie. Like, you thought you was gonna, and then you finally got one. You finally got one, Jordan Reed. And look what you did to her career. You ruined it. You weren't the success story. You are a horrible, horrible coach because you could not get out of your stubborn ways and change one balance being routine to make it worth as much difficulty as you thought it should have been worth. You are a horrible, disgusting coach, and I hope you are never allowed to coach for USA Gymnastics again. And the thing is, if John Getter knew, right? And see, now this is my problem with the documentary. And I know I'm rambling. I know I'm going off in several places, and that's just what this video is going to give today. I'm still sick. I said that at the beginning of this video. The girls was openly in camps and in training, talking about the things that Larry Nassar was doing to them. So you telling me none of the coaches knew? You see, now this is where I'm going to go back and say, there's one particular coach that I'm pretty sure he knew because he was able to protect his child from being molested from this monster. How can you protect your child and not protect other gymnasts? Like, this is just...
And in that particular moment, I was talking about Valerie Liukin, but I'm also talking about Andy Memo. Yep, that's right, Andy, everybody's favorite American dad coach. How were you able to protect Chelsea for not one cycle, not two cycles, but 3 cycles, all when Larry Nassar was at his most abusive nature of it all? Like, Chelsea was around in 2004, Chelsea was around in 2008, and Chelsea was around in 2012. You was able to protect your child, but all these other girls? Is it that I ask this question a lot between, I think we all know Valerie probably knew and probably did whatever he had to do to protect Nastia. I don't know. I go back to that 2008 team. It's like so many of those coaches were those girls' parents. You telling me those parents didn't know and was able to protect their children? Hey, Nisha was able to protect their children, but not the other people that paid you for protection. It's like it's a lot of parent coaches dynamics who are around in that. Y'all be cursed, mom. I look at you, especially because you're a woman on top of that. Like, those men, I'm not going to say I give them a pass because they're men, but they're men, so they may have not known because they weren't there. But Yana Bigger's mom, sorry, you definitely, and you were a gymnast. I definitely saw Kim Zemesco. I saw that you the most. Outside out, you the most. I can't wait for them to do their investigation of your coaching practices because not only were you a coach, not only were you a gymnast, you were coached by these people. So you know more than any of them all. Let's continue.
John Getter, you are trash. You are a trash. You are a piece of trash. You do not deserve to be a coach of fucking the dog Olympics, let alone human beings. Like, you are a trash. I'm gonna wish harm on somebody else's child. But John Getter, you have it coming to you. You bred this monster. This monster worked for your gym. This monster was doing this to your particular gymnast.
He got what he Girl, this is
at least the girls on the national team who weren't your personal coach, they were only subjected to him every couple of months. But your gymnast was subjected to him 24/7, 7 days a week. Like, you are disgusting. You are a piece of trash. The Carolis. I'm a fan of the Carolis. I'm not going to lie. Their gymnasts were always successful, but this is, again, where I say us fans have to take the blame of it. Just because they produced a lot of successful gymnasts, their methods of getting those girls to be successful was horrible. Horrible. Disgusting. And I just don't understand if as fans we can justify it anymore. This whole decade between 2000 and now, like, how can we justify the greatness of the sport for what we know the girls had to sacrifice to be where they're at? Like, if you get where I'm coming from, like, moving on. Because I thought nobody really said nothing or tried to do it until, like, 2015. I knew Maggie Nichols were one of the main persons who put this into the forefront. I didn't realize how it happened. Maggie said in the middle of a training camp at the Crowley Gyms, Larry Nassar stuck his fingers in my woo-ha. And Maggie Nichols' coach came over and started to try to do something because she legitimately did not know this is what the treatment was. And then this is another thing. The parents of the gymnasts, right?
I told y'all I was going to go here.
This man was literally had his fingers in your daughter's vaginas, and y'all were so enamored with the sport that you couldn't tell what was going on. Like, this was just cool with y'all. Like, I get it now. In hindsight, it's 2020. Everybody sees the clear picture now. But so many people felt these girls. Like, it's so sad. My heart is broken. The whole team between 2010 all the way up to 2016 is tainted to me. I can never look at none of these gymnasts, none of these competitions the same because they were the most violated. He felt like he was God himself at that point in time. He was just doing it to everybody, and it was just so disgusting. It just hurts. It hurts. It hurts as a fan. More people need to be in jail. More people need to be in prison. John Getter, you should be next. But the former head of USA Gymnastics, Steve Penny, you should be in prison right along with them asses. The University of Michigan administrations, y'all should be in jail. Like this. It needs to go down. It needs to go down. I understand now why the girls are so disappointed with USA Gymnastics. They aren't doing anything. They're still trying to cover this shit up. It acted like Larry Nassar wasn't as much of a problem as he was. Larry Nassar is destroying USA Gymnastics still. I love gymnastics, and watching this, I would never put my child in gymnastics, and that hurts my heart because as a fan who was always too fat to do the sport, I was always hoping to have a little girl to put into the sport, but now I would never put my daughter in gym. Never. Never. Not that level of gymnastics, at least. Maybe NCAA level 10, but never. It hurts my heart to see how many girls try to stop this, but all USA Gymnastics and the University of Michigan kept telling them this was a legitimate medical treatment. Bitch, put your daughter and let Larry Nassar treat your daughter's sprained ankle. He tell me if it was a legitimate medical necessity. I'm just disgusted. So, what do I think needs to change to improve the sport in the future? I do think USA Gymnastics is most successful when there are camps and an organized system, right? I just think everybody who's involved in USA Gymnastics, even now in 2019, need to be fired and they need to start all the way over. Like, for example, I don't understand why Amy Chow can't be the team doctor. She's a surgeon. She's a former Olympian. She's a gold, silver, and bronze medalist. Why can't she be the team doctor? Why can't Coach Val be the national head coach? Why can't the National Trainer Center be at Simone Biles' gym? Simone Biles actually on her own gym. Why not? She's the greatest of all time. Why not camp at Simone Biles' gym? Why not, when Simone Biles retire, let Simone Biles, Ali Raceman, and a number of other gymnasts be the girls' representatives that aren't trying to push the girls to win gold medals. They're just there to protect the girls. We need a gymnast safety procedure that has nothing to do with winning. It's just there to protect the girls. When the girls are injured, the girls need to sit down until their injuries heal. Yes, it may stop them from being on a Olympic team, but at least they can walk. I'm happy that Valeri and Mihai and Chow, all these other people ran and scattered like mouse. But via this documentary, there's no way that these men did not know what was going on to these athletes. There's no way. There's no way. There's just no way. There is just no way. None of the coaches on the national team did not know. Or, okay, they may have not known the full extent of what was going on, but they had to know something was wrong. Why was Larry Nassar doing private sessions on your gymnast in his home, in his basement? What kind of medical treatment was that? Or was it that Larry Nassar told y'all always, oh, her injury isn't so bad. Oh, I could get her to compete. And because he was telling y'all the things that y'all wanted to hear, y'all overlooked all the horrible stuff that Larry Nassar was doing to your actual athletes. The saddest part, and the most sickest part to me is this. I know that these families pay these coaches on top of all of this. So these coaches work for these young girls. And that's the part that these young girls, I wish would understand that. No, these coaches work for you. You do not work for these coaches. These coaches have to listen to you because you pay them. That's the part of all of this. I'm so sorry, I'm holding it. That's the part of all this that I just never understood from a long time ago. I'm paying you. What do you mean you're yelling at me? I'm paying you. What do you mean you're hitting? I'm paying you. What do you mean
cut my hair, bitch. I'm paying you. I would not send you a payment this month, bitch, and have your home going to foreclosure, bitch. I would have me and all these other parents in this bitch not pay your bills this month, bitch, and have all this shit shut down, bitch. What do you mean? I'm paying you. I am paying you. I am giving you money. What the fuck you mean you're not listening to me? What the fuck you mean you're gonna make my daughter compete on a broken leg? I am paying you. Do you know how I would have sued these gyms and gotten every fucking dime that they fucking had? What the fuck do you... And this is again where I go back to the parents and look at the parents like, are y'all pimping y'all daughters out? Is that what's going on? Like, is it the same thing like in the Tyler Perry movie when the mama told the damn... when Lynn Whitfield told her daughter that her mama was a junkie and a whore and she traded her for $10 and a hit? Is that what's going on? Are y'all trading your daughters? Is that what's going on? And sons. Because what do you mean there's nothing I can do? What do you mean my hands are tied from this situation? What do you mean USA Gymnastics won't allow me? What do you... I pay you. I need every dime. I need every dime that I ever gave you back, bitch, from the time she was 6. I need every dime back, bitch. And I'm pretty sure I'm paying you like at least $30,000, $40,000 a year. I need it all back. I need all of that back, bitch. I need it all back. I need it back in such a foul one. I need it all back in cash, bitch. I need it all back in cash. I need one paycheck. I don't give a damn if you have to sell your house. I don't give a damn if you have to close this gym. I don't care. I need my money now. USA Gymnastics. I need my money now. Oh, you're not going to pay? Okay, well then she's just not going. Have fun at the Olympics without my superstar daughter who's going to win y'all a cup of gold. Okay. What do you mean? I pay you. Like, I just, for the life of me, that's the part of the conversation I think me and Oscar is going to really dive deep in tonight. Because that's the part I just don't understand. I just, for the life of me, every time they have one of these docuseries, every time one of these parents is sitting up there crying and be like, I don't know what I could have done. There's nothing I could do. Everybody had my hands tied. You pay them. You continue to write them people checks I just don't understand. I just don't understand. As parents, you all could, vet these coaches, vet these gyms. But they don't do that. And it's a constant thing with gymnastics. I don't know if... Because let's look at it. It's not very many girls who went to the Olympics whose daughters do gymnastics, whose daughters follow behind them and go to the Olympics. Like, it's not a lot of Camilla and Sabrina Vonnier stories in America, right? I think part of that is because once you got there, you already know not to put your daughter in that level of gymnastics. But B, the coaches don't fuck with the daughters of the coaches because they can't just manipulate and ranshot those parents like they did their parents because those girls already know. It's not a lot. It may be a few, but it's not. Amanda Borton didn't put her daughters in that level of gymnastics. Dominique Dawes isn't putting her daughters in that level of gymnastics. Shannon Miller don't have her kids in that level of gymnastics. I don't know if Carrie Shore have kids. I know Amy Chow does. Her boys aren't in that level of gymnastics. Like, the only one, maybe Mary Lou Retton, but even her, none of her daughters was at that level of gymnastics. And especially like her her oldest daughters who are gymnasts who were around in like 2004 and 2008, they had the skill set to try for those teams. They absolutely had the skill set to try for those teams. Mary Lou Retton said, no, ma'am. Y'all going to UCLA, a school that I trust, and that's what it is. I mean, LSU, a school that I trust, and that's what it is. We is not doing no damn going to the Olympics for y'all. It's not worth it. I just don't. Every time I think about that part of this conversation, y'all, it just boggles my fucking mind. I pay you. You are my employee. What the hell do you mean? It's my child's talent, not your coaching ability that's getting her to where she's at. Fuck you, I'm going somewhere else. Nobody knew who Kelly Hill was before Dominique Dawes went to her. Nobody knew who, hell, I still don't know Cassie Rice was before Tasha Schwacker went to her. Like, what do you mean? I have to pay you and then you're going to yell at my... What do you mean? The Carolis wouldn't have made it out of the 80s because the lawsuit that I would have filed on their asses, bitch, they would have went back to Dan Romania because I would have... What do you mean? I don't understand. It's just, that's just... I'm so stuck on that part. Let's continue, but I'm just stuck there because what do you mean? I pay you. You are my employee. That's just like my housekeeper. I don't have a housekeeper. I'm just saying if I did have a housekeeper. I pay my housekeeper to come clean my house. She comes over to my house and tells me, bitch, you dumb, bitch, you ugly, and bitch, you gotta still put these clothes in this dryer and do these dishes, bitch, and you still gonna give me my money every month, bitch, and you gonna sit up there and tell everybody I'm the best damn housekeeper in town. What do you mean? Okay. What do you mean? I'm just back on what do you mean? What the fuck do you mean that you... Girl. I'm stuck. I pay you, bitch. What the...
If you guys would stop going to them, they would have to either go to another country or find another career path.
Bitch, I pay you.
I honestly believe USA Gymnastics need a separate division of the sport. That is elite gymnastics, but for girls who are, because it's only 5 girls who's going to make the Olympic team every year. Every girl don't need to be put under intense scrutiny of elite gymnastics training when that's just not going to be your goal. And with these 5 girls, there's only possibly 10 girls in the whole nation that have even a chance to make the Olympic team. So what about the rest of the girls? They just need a separate program, a separate system to get them ready for the NCAAs. Because
my friend Nisha just made a point, bitch, and I'm going to put this on the screen. What do you mean you're calling me fat? What do you mean I can't eat, bitch? If I can't eat, you can't eat, bitch. Go ahead and cash that damn check. It's gonna bounce, bitch. What the fuck do you mean? I pay you again. I'm stuck on here, girls. I'm stuck. I pay you. I pay you. I pay you. Bitch, I hope you get to work, bitch. You definitely gonna have to walk, bitch, because your car is gonna go into foreclosure. They're gonna come and repossess that bitch because every athlete in here is gonna give y'all some bouncing ass damn paychecks, bitch. Y'all gonna be bouncing on that damn trampoline, bitch, with them bouncing ass damn checks, bitch. What the fuck do you mean? Bitch, you better send me the foreclosure, bitch. You better send me the collections, bitch. And then I'm gonna I'm gonna fucking sit up there and pay you with my Visa card. Well, I'm sorry, with my Discover card, bitch, and dispute the charges, bitch. Like, what the fuck do you mean, bitch? Y'all gonna be poor. Y'all gonna be poor, girl. I that's just the part that I'm still stuck on it. I'm still stuck on it. I'm still stuck on it. I'm still stuck on it.
Guess what? Each NCAA team have at least 10 gymnasts per team, and maybe more than that. 10 gymnasts per team, and there's at least 20, 30 NCAA schools. So that's like 300 something gymnasts that get to compete. That you don't need to put the scrutiny of the Olympic Games because it's just never going to happen for them. It's just so heartbreaking, this whole documentary. It's called The Heart of Gold. It came on HBO. I think it's on YouTube now still. I might try to post a link to it for those who haven't seen it. You just have to watch the very beginning when Shannon Miller hurt her knee, and then it was trying to take her in the back, and she was like, nope, she got up. Because Shannon Miller was already, I think at that time in 2000, was already 23. She'd been to 2 Olympics, and I'm sure she was already having sex, and she knew what sexual violation was, and she knew what would happen. That what Larry Nassar would try to heal her knee from the inside of her vagina, which is just so disgusting. If the FIG and the Olympic Committee banned USA Gymnastics from Olympics because of this scandal, I wouldn't be mad at it. I think that's the level of punishment that is needed. I know for that generation of girls who will be very hurtful that their Olympics will be taken away from them, but USA Gymnastics need to understand that the girls come first. Everything else comes second. The girls come first. No parent should leave their child alone with these coaches. And I don't give a damn. Maybe you have to change gyms and go to a less famous gym. But if your daughter's talent is talent.
That's almost the end of the video, but I will say this. They still trust these girls. They still trust these coaches. They still send their children out to these coaches by themselves. They still don't monitor. They still don't watch. They still let the coaches call their daughters fat and eat it because I pay you. I'm going to change the title to this video of I don't get it because I pay you, bitch. I literally pay you. I pay you. I give you money. I work 3 and 4 jobs to give you money. I pay you. I pay you. I pay you. Like I'm just stuck on that. I got one more video for y'all. Bear with me. Let me find it. I'm looking for it. Forgive me, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen of Michaela Loves Sticks. How are you guys doing? We're experimenting today, you guys. I'm trying to record this video from my laptop. This is it first. I always record my videos from my phone. How are you guys doing today? On today's episode, I think it's very important and very critical that we examine the whole Maggie Haney issue. Now, who is Maggie Haney? Some of you may not know. Maggie Haney is the former Olympic coach of Lori Hernandez, and she also coached Riley McCusker up until the end of the 2009 season. Riley left Maggie's gym at the beginning of the 2020 season. Maggie Haney has been accused by both Lori and both Riley of all kind of horrendous, horrible, awful things. This is her coaching practices and especially her theories of gymnastics or her theories of getting the best out of her gymnasts, right? So, over the last few months or so, Maggie Haney has finally spoken out to tell her side of the story, and she is basically saying, why her? She's not denying any of the things happened, but where Maggie is coming from, and I'm not defending it, I'm just speaking on it, is why only her? Why haven't other coaches been indicted or been banned from the sport for doing the exact same things and the exact same practice, right? So on this episode of Michaela Loves Gymnastics, I wanted to dive a little bit deeper into this conversation. Maggie has a point. Even though she's a horrible, horrible person, she has a very, very, very valid point, which is, why her? Why not Al Fong? Why not Melanie Tracy? Why not Kelly Hill? Why not Kim Zmeskal? Why not all of these other coaches who have been accused of similar, if not worse, things? Why is it only Maggie? Is Maggie being used as the scapegoat for USA Gymnastics to say, hey, look, we got our bad coaches out, come trust us again. Yeah, we did have a whole pedophile doing the things to the girls. It don't matter. See, we're doing it. See, look at us. We're USA Gymnastics. We're kicking the people out. And then the third. And that's the point I wanted to get. In no way, shape, or form by this whole conversation am I making excuses for any of the things that Maggie has. But what I will say is USA Gymnastics, or after the male coaches, the only male coach they kind of went after is John Getter. But her and Maggie Haney are both in the same predicament. Let's run it. Maggie Haney and both John Getter have only produced one Olympian for the USA Gymnastics, right? Whereas other more famous coach, Al Fong, the Melanie Tracy, Kelly Hill, the Zmeskals, and we're going to go with the Zmeskals. It's not about her coaching, it's about her legacy in the sport. It's why I don't think USA Gymnastics is really going to go after it. Maggie and both John are known for producing great collegiate athletes, right? Great level 10 junior Olympians that's going to college. And that has been both of their main products in producing girls who are going to college, right? So because Maggie nor John Legacy is to go after them because they don't have that same fight. Whereas, let me put it like this. For them to take down Melanie Tracy, right, they would have to tarnish the reputation of a lot of Olympians. They would have to go back through history and be like, well, what happened to Amanda? What happened to JC? And what happened to Alyssa Beckman? What happened to this girl and that girl that Melanie Tracy has been producing over the cycle? So, in one point of view, I kind of agree with Maggie on that. One point I agree with her on is that she is being used as an easier target than then it would be to target the police, for example. USA gymnastics, everyone after the Corollis. The Corollis, I'm going to say that they generally set the motion play for these coaching practices to proceed. So it's not fair for Maggie, and I'm not defending her once again, never. Defensive conversations, it's just conversations. It's, for her point of view, it's not because she, from her point of view, have only been doing things as a coach that she's seen other coaches do get away with, and not our minus our.
That goes back to what we were talking about earlier in a conversation of how it feels like with the Corollis, their abusive coaching practices was looked at as the winning strategy, and so many other coaches adopted that technique, for lack of a better word, because they thought it was a winning strategy. But bitch, it goes back to the point of I pay you, bitch. We're not in Romania. We're not in the Soviet Union, bitch. I pay you for this. So, let's finish off this video. Wait, yeah, close it by accident.
Conversations, period. From her point of view, it's not fair because she, from her point of view, have only been doing things as a coach that she's seen other coaches do get away with, are monetized, are propped up, put on a pedestal for doing these exact same coaching practices. But why aren't they being investigated? And she is. Or if they are being investigated, why isn't it so public the way hers is public? And I totally completely get that. And that is the one point that I will agree with her on. Everything else is some BS. Everything else, like Maggie Haney should never be allowed to coach in USA Gymnastics. Maggie Haney, 90% of the coaches in USA Gymnastics. And is that a good thing or a bad thing? And if that's what is needed to get rid of some of these coaches in order to grow the sport and future generations better. I also like to say this when it comes to Maggie Haney. She's not the only one. And I hope that this is just the first shoe to drop. I hope this isn't the last shoe to drop. Or I hope this isn't USA Gymnastics trying to say, hey, look, we got Maggie. Let's go on. And Olympics 2024 in Paris. Like, come on. Like, are they really going to go after the coaches or not? And in order to go after the coaches, are you going to go after their money or not? And are you guys willing to give up some gold medals in order to have the sport adjusted in the manner that it should be or not? So those are my opinions. I would love to hear
The answer to that last question is hell no. If them girls ain't winning, then ain't nobody giving a damn. And that is the beginning, middle, and the end of the problem. This quote unquote winning culture in USA Gymnastics. And with that being said, I think this was a very interesting video. I have some really, your girl used to be on it. I got to get back on it again. So, tea or no tea, I paid for my restream this for the whole year. So for the whole year, I'm gonna be pumping out this damn YouTube channel. I'm gonna be pumping out these damn Twitter videos. I'm going to be pumping them out. Why? because I've chosen to invest in myself and invest in this show a little bit. And we are going to try to make this great. This is already great, but we're going to just try to make it a little bit better. I love you all so very much. Thank you all for taking the time out of your day to tune in to this video. Tune in hopefully in a few hours when me and my co-host Oscar will delve into some topics of gymnastics related abilities and give the girls some NCAA talk. Maybe. I absolutely love you and adore you all. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Wait, where is it at? Where is it at? Here it goes.
This.
For
Everyone in network.
gymnastics for everyone. A network.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of